You guys, we are about to have a crazy portal. We are already amidst a crazy portal that is opening, and I want to give you what I know and what I am tracking through the cosmos so that you can make the best decisions, so that you can walk through this eclipse season that is upcoming in true alignment. True alignment to me means that we are rooted, that we are congruent in our physical body, our energetic body, our mental and emotional body, and that we access the highest wisdom within us, which is our soul, the part of ourself that is eternal. What I see right now is fabulous because if you guys remember 2017 and 2018, that was the last time that the nodes were in Leo and Aquarius. However, the North Node was in Leo and the South Node was in Aquarius. And at the end of July, right now, that is about to shift. And the North Node, the direction of the collective, is about to enter Aquarius, which is the we and the all. And the South Node will be in Leo. The first eclipse that we have on August 12th is going to be that South Node eclipse. You may remember in 2017, in August, we had the Great American Eclipse. That was a time. Now, 2017, if you hear me, if you are in my soul group, you remember that time was an initiatory process. And I know this because so many people I have seen in comments on the internet, as well as the people that I have coached personally one-on-one, and people who are my friends, people who are my allies, who are the same age as me, they all say that time of 2017 into 2018 was a huge initiatory phase. All of the things that we had held on to as identity crumbled down to the ground. People betrayed us that we trusted, things that we thought were going to work long term all crumbled, and there was a great turn from 2018 till I feel about 2024. And then there was this transition energy of Codex, and now we're moving into another phase. Human design and gene keys are all saying that 2027 is going to be a huge shift. What's happening right now at the end of July, Barbault's basket, which means that there are 4 planets in a configuration, all in air signs and fire signs, around 4 degrees. The outer planets are holding us in a harmonious aspect. So Pluto is in Aquarius, Jupiter's in Leo, Neptune's in Aries, and Uranus is in Gemini. And on the 19th, which is tomorrow when I'll be uploading this, the moon will be in Libra. And this is signs of fire and air coming together, which means that we, you and I, need to be in the earth, grounded, and water in order to balance it out. There is a lot in this. What I am seeing right now is this aspect is actually a window. They're calling it a basket and making it harmonious, but energetically what I'm feeling into is that this is a portal, a window, an opening. It's an opening for us to move through so that we are making choices that are in alignment with our highest selves, so that when we go into the eclipse portal, which is coming through, which is a lot of changes, we are choosing from our future self. This energy that happens at the end of July, I know that this is debated. There are a few things that are debated whether they're scientifically accurate. The Mayan day out of time. Some people say this is not a real cosmology. Some people, I always notice on the 26th, there's some kind of activation portal that changes. And then in August, we have the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate. Again, this is something that came about through my last 15 years of seeing just new age things rise up on the internet. So is it scientifically proven? Maybe not. And 2018 on the Lion's Gate, I had such a visceral power initiation. That was so in 2017, as the nodes went into Leo and Aquarius, and so many people went through different initiatory experiences. For me, I lost all my money. I had to live on a farm. I lovingly refer to that period right now in my life as my dark night of the soul. It removed everything that I felt gave me an external life and really did what the Phoenix archetype does. It turned me to ash. And through that year, I was ash. I was nothing. I was learning who I really was without the external things that I thought made me whole and made me up. On the Lionsgate exactly of the next year of 2018, I had an experience where I was in a plant medicine ceremony that was focused around one person where she was being healed. I speak this story a lot on podcasts. And she was writhing through and just in a lot of pain, and nothing was working. And this power moved through me in such a way that I commanded the space and created harmony in the entire space by singing a prayer, by singing a mantra that is dear to my heart, called the Asatoma mantra. And if you know me well, some of you are probably seeing me for the first time, but if you know me well, you know that it's a part of who I am and who I have become in this last 10 years as a ceremonial singer and somebody who sings in ceremonial spaces, especially using mantras in order to create healing. This is the vocal empowerment work. We intend frequency and healing through the voice, and we move energy through the body of ourselves or another person. This is me being an energy healer disguising at myself as a coach in a framework, but that was the seed of when that power, that majesty came through me. And then in 2019, 2020, for me personally on my journey, little glimpses of power that was mine, even though I was being conditioned out of it from this group of people that was sabotaging me and I was giving my power away to at the time. And it really initiated me into understanding who I was. Now, the nodes are flipped, and we're about to come into that at the end of July. So right now we have this basket configuration, this harmonious aspect that is giving us a window, a portal into who we really are. And then the nodes are flipping, and then we're going into eclipse season. So what I am suggesting is that basically everything that's happening right now through the end of July to the end of August, and possibly into, not even possibly, definitely into the fall equinox, because these are always pivotal choice points. Everything that happens to you is for your healing, and everything that happens to you is going to be a message from the cosmos to your soul to initiate you into your power. So what you are doing at this time, very clearly that you download, is not only going to heal what you've been working on for these past 8-9 years. What have you been integrating since 2017? What got birthed for me, 2018 was when I started doing vocal empowerment coaching. And then 2020, it kept building. And then everything that was taken from me, all of the things that that were burned away, all of the experiences that I had, I alchemized into wisdom for the last 6 years. And now I feel that the soul group that was initiated in 2017 and 2018 are now stepping into leadership in a brand new way. So that is what is happening right now. That is the magic that is possible for you. So how do you feel about that? Before I move on, how do you feel? And do you feel like you can hold these frequencies in your physical body? Because sometimes when we get activated, and I'm speaking to you from my experience. When I was first coming into my intuitive gifts, this was 2009, so I'm going back even further. I started hearing things, I started hearing grumbles, I started feeling other people's emotions. I thought other people's anxiety was inside my body. It can be quite overwhelming when we're awakening our gifts, and I guarantee you that with these aspects, a lot of people are going to be moving up or upgrading their superpowers. And I was guided to teach a program that I've taught before. I taught it in 2024. So just 2 years ago, and it's called Psychic Summer School. And it's an activation for people to mature into their spiritual practice. I'm going to be sending you through Telegram these audios that you get to listen to with the sound of my voice and feel, and we're going to be doing yogic practices like Kundalini breathing, using that for cord cutting rituals, toning through the chakras, allowing your system, your entire nervous system, physical body, mental body, emotional body, so you can download the soul and lead from your heart instead of just your mind, so that you come into congruence with yourself. This is the ultimate gift that I have seen, and I've worked with hundreds of people over the last 8 years, thank God, because that was when my practice developed, and I got to give people the wisdom that I didn't have. I had leadership that instead of helping me, harmed me, and I became a leader that helped other people who are leaders, healers, teachers, therapists, nurses, counselors. If that's you, that's who I serve, and initiate and activate you so that you can walk as if you have wings in this world. A lot of being able to be grounded and rooted and also be free in your self-expression has to do with how wild you allow yourself to be, how primal you allow yourself to be, how tantric, how open. And I know that sexuality is a huge barrier for a lot of people, but I'm a Scorpio. So for me, it's a very natural space to be in. And I see with a lot of my clients that they really need to shake off the contractions that they psychologically have around being their fullest, most liberated selves and how important it is. And when we run our energetic current through our mind, our voice, and even just humming into the heart and the body and the chakra system, we awaken our power and in a way that allows us to feel grounded and whole, and also open our channel so that we can receive intuitive access from the divine, from our higher self, and from our wisdom consciousness. That's what I'm going to be doing all throughout August, all through the eclipses. So I welcome you to join me. If you want to join a teacher and go through the portal of the eclipses and have a group experience where you feel grounded. Every Friday, I'm going to be doing a Zoom call where I'm doing Q&A coaching. Plus, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I have a really beautiful opportunity for a VIP package, and I only have 8 spots available for this, where you will work with me for 3 sessions and have this curriculum for the entire month of August. And you have access to voice note me through Telegram, and we'll have 3 one-on-one sessions in addition to the course. And all of it is at a really great rate, which you can see at the link below. There's payment plan options on the page. It is super accessible, and I did that on purpose because I was guided to serve during this time, and I'm so grateful that I get to express all of this to you. And then upon that, I saw these aspects. So we are on a journey together. We're on a journey through Psychic Summer School, through the month of August, and I hope that you are preparing yourself now. There's a Substack article if you want more information about the astrology and how you can best support yourself during this time. So click on that link. Click on the links to Psychic Summer School, write me a comment, subscribe to this channel if this is the first time you're seeing this. And the last thing that I want to tell you, some of you have been on this channel for the 12 years that I've had it live. I did a huge series of starting this YouTube experience in 2016. And because I went through that Phoenix moment where I turned to ash in 2017, I stopped doing the videos. And then I've been just putting up things here and there. And now I'm redoing it. And it's amazing that it's happening synchronistically at this time. This is intergalactic consciousness at its best. We are only in charge of so much. This is what becoming an instrument of healing really is. You don't 100% always know where you're heading or what you're doing, and yet it is beautiful. And it is beautiful because it is a grace that you follow your heart, and one thing leads to the next thing, and you can't make it up on your own, and you trust so much the wisdom of your soul. And that is what I teach, and that is what I serve. My name is Michelle Coutinho. You can find me everywhere online, Michelle Infinity. Aho, namaste, and so it is in love, light, and warrior spirit. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, for receiving this transmission. I hope to see you in Psychic Summer School. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me, comment below, and thank you so much for being on this channel, and subscribe. Ciao. See you later. Bye.